What is going on out there, peeps? All right, we have not talked about the Vietnam dong in a little while. Just wasn't a whole lot at the time going on, but the most recent currency manipulation list has come out. Let's see if that makes a difference. You guys know if you're thinking about buying precious metals, and in case you ain't paying attention, man, it is creeping back up there. Silver back up to 26 bucks an ounce and climbing. I told you by the end of this year, don't be surprised if you don't see gold somewhere around $2,500. Don't be surprised. And silver right on up there, $30, $35. We'll see. That might trigger a revaluation. We will see. Remember, Trump's in office until January the 20th. A whole lot can happen between now and then. All right, you guys? Anyways, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, give a consideration to our friends over there at Money Metal Supply. The link is in the description. If you are a first-time buyer in the United States or Puerto Rico, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. For you return buyers, look, it's been extended. That's right. If you are a return buyer and you spend more than $200 on precious metals, use promo code PEEPS, and they will give you $10 back. It's just their way of saying thank you to my subscribers, and I surely do appreciate that. You guys know already over here, I'm on Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's up there close to 23,000 members. We're rocking and rolling on over there. Come join us. If you're on Facebook, it's free to join. All right, the link is in the description. You guys know that I have 2 YouTube channels. This one now has hit 12,000 subscribers and climbing. Please come join me over here because there are things I can't post. Like I did this latest Nasera Jacera video. You know what I mean? And because I can't post some of these things on the other channel without it getting dinked. All right. So I'll encourage you guys to come join me over here and as well, because I will post different types of videos on each channel. All right. All right. We're going to get into this real quick. Of course, you guys know about LBRY. I told you about it. It's just like YouTube, except for it has all the videos and they don't censor. All right. The links are in the description. So what's going on out here? Check this out. This happened yesterday. The Treasury designates Vietnam and Switzerland as currency manipulators. So I guess the biggest thing is what's going to happen considering people think Trump's on his way out. I can tell you this. When he goes to serve his second term, he's going to lower the boom on these people. He already started to do that. So a report says that the two countries had intervened in foreign exchange markets in a persistent one-sided manner to limit, and that is appreciations on their currency. So we need that to stop happening. My thought is as soon as Trump gets back in office, he's going to open up the floodgates on a can of whip ass on everybody. And that includes a lot of snaky people here in our country, but also those individuals who are violating the currency manipulation rules and regulations that are out there. So it says the U.S. Treasury Department labeled Switzerland. Now, Switzerland is a currency that I'm going to anticipate because of the Great Reset. If they get their way, that currency is going to shoot up big time. Because you got to remember, all the billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires, all their businesses, including Davos and the BIS, all of them are over in Switzerland. So very curious to see what happens to that currency. I do know that it has been going up in value, and it is probably why they're now on the currency manipulation list. I think this might be their first time. I know this is now Vietnam's third time, which means there's supposed to be some sanctions and some pain being unloaded on them. But anyways, it says Wednesday, the two countries had intervened in foreign exchange markets in a persistent one-sided manner to limit appreciations in their currency. The Treasury Department has taken a strong step today to safeguard economic growth and opportunities for American workers and businesses. The Treasury Secretary Stevie Mnuchin said in a statement, hey, Treasury will follow up on its findings with respect to Vietnam and Switzerland to work towards eliminating practices that create unfair advantages for foreign competitors. And now I'm going to tell you something. I brought this up before, but I kid you not. And I told you I got a friend that works for the State Department. I said, with everything going on with the election, the whole 9 yards, he said everybody in Trump's admin, They have been told to continue to work as if Trump won the second term. They're not winding down at all. They're still moving forward. So is that unusual? Yeah, that's very unusual. Usually once the election's over, people start winding down. They start going looking for new jobs. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of these steps that are taken. That's not the case with Trump's administration. They are still aggressively pursuing peace in the Middle East. We're going to see what happens with this currency manipulation. Pompeo's making his tours. So very, very interesting. I'm curious to see what is going to happen. But just to let you know, they are still, and you can see here, even Mnuchin saying, hey, look, we're going to follow up on this report. We're going to see what we're going to do. Does that sound like somebody's on his way out? No, it doesn't. All right. Mr. Mnuchin statement accompanied the Treasury's foreign exchange report, which addresses the currency practices and macroeconomic policies of major U.S. trading partners. The report, typically released twice a year, is the Treasury's primary vehicle for officially designating countries as currency manipulators. Remember, they wanted to wait on this last time until the election. So it's now over, and you can see this report's come out. We can see that Vietnam as well as Switzerland are on there. So look, it says both Vietnam and Switzerland has tripped all three criteria. Now, this is the third time for Vietnam. This might be the first time for Switzerland because I don't remember them being on there. I remember they were kind of teetering there, but they hadn't been on a report before. So it says all three criteria, a senior Treasury official said on call with reports Wednesday. The official said that the Treasury had contacted officials in each of these countries and notified them of common designation. That is currency manipulators. So what does that mean? Do they feel threatened at all? I don't know. I think right now there's a lot of people feeling really super emboldened by what's going on when they think that Biden is going to be the president. Switzerland has a large and rising trade surplus with the U.S. and intervened repeatedly in its foreign exchange markets in recent years. Yeah. Down here below, it says the Swiss National Bank said Wednesday it remains willing to intervene more strongly in foreign currency markets, citing that the country's economic situation and the Swiss franc that is still highly valued. So this is funny. Switzerland does not engage in any form of currency manipulation. I like how they said, we're just going to do whatever we want. Yeah, because you guys think the Trumpster is out. We'll see what happens when he gets in, especially when it comes to Switzerland. I told you there's a lot of conniving things that happen there. The Treasury said in August it had determined that Vietnam's depressed its currency in 2019. It's again, this is the third time on a report. It comes out every 6 months, while this one a little bit longer. So we're going to see what happens here, because once you're on there 3 times, it's they're supposed to lower the boom on you. The U.S. has only labeled 3 countries as currency manipulators and previous labeled China as a manipulator last year. Okay, so we'll see what happens, but Vietnam has responded. Vietnam's currency policy aims to stabilize inflation and macroeconomy, not manipulation for unfair advantages. Well, it doesn't make a difference what you say, it's what you do. You can say that all you want. But right now, again, Vietnam, in my opinion, was able to get away with this only because of the trade war that Trump was having with China. Anyways, Vietnam's exchange rate control as part of its general currency policy aims at keeping inflation in check and stabilizing the macroeconomy. The country does not intend to create unfair competitive advantages in international trade, said the State Bank of Vietnam on Thursday morning in response to the report the U.S. Department had on the currency manipulation. Now, here's the dealio. it wouldn't be surprising to see multiple countries right now trying to do what they can to manipulate countries and get some kind of advantage to get back on their feet. Not saying that it's acceptable at all. I'm just saying that it wouldn't be surprising. Again, I with the growth happening with Vietnam and Trump being in for a second term, and the fact that they're being expedited through the World Trade Organization, just like Iraq is, you know, when Trump's in their second term, you're going to see he might pause or cause a delay in their application for the World Trade if they don't kind of fix these types of things, I'm thinking. On the topic of bilateral trade imbalance, the SBV said its recent purchase of foreign currencies was part of its effort to ensure the stability of the Forex exchange market and to build up reserves and strengthen currency security, which you want them to do that. That should strengthen their currency. They should increase its value, which has been considered to be one of the lower sides of comparisons with other countries in Southeast Asia. Vietnam sought a harmonious situation, or harmonious and give me my damn glasses, sustainable bilateral trade relations with the U.S. and SBV, saying it has already started working sessions with other ministries and governmental agencies to identify the U.S. areas of concern in order to find fair and win-win situations for the two companies. And let me translate that for you. What they're saying is, we're just going to act like we're going to do something about it. But the truth of the matter is, we think Trump's on his way out, and we don't think that Biden will do anything. I think they're sadly mistaken. Biden gets his orders from China. And you don't think China's not going to unload on you after a lot of these businesses that were there came to Vietnam? They're already aggressively bullying a lot of those countries around there. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I'm curious to see how this all works out. So here we are, you guys. We haven't talked about Vietnam in a while, but it looks like they are now on for a third time. This is bad. There should be some punishments coming down. We'll see. Do you think Trump will get him in before the end of the year? I mean, like I said, his people are moving forward as if he won still. I told you that's what's been going on. There's something he knows that we're waiting for him to unleash. I know everybody's talking about those executive orders or what have you, but he seems to know something that we don't know, and he's very confident about being in there for a second term. There's a lot of my prophecy people out there. These prophets all out there. There's a lot of preachers out there saying that they were told by God that Trump will be in there for a second term. So I'm curious to see how this all plays out. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, man. These guys, you think these guys are being cheeky here? Do you think they're going to be able to get away with this because they think Trump might be on the way out? We'll see. So anyways, there you guys go. There's the latest and the greatest. Look, they have to increase their exchange rate. We know this. They're already going and being expedited through the World Trade Organization application process. Now they're talking about they bought a lot of foreign currency reserves to help sustain a higher exchange rate. So it's just a matter of time, I think, just as well as the Iraqi dinar. Nonetheless, that's it for now. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. What's going on with the Vietnam dong? They are on the currency manipulation list. Let's see what happens between now and close to January the 20th, all right? All right, you guys hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it, and I'll catch you later.